You can start the session.
Yeah, sure. Just let me know when my screen is visible, guys. Uh, I mean, like till last day, what we have covered. Do you remember, guys? What was the last topic we discussed?
Creation of link files, hard link files, soft link files,
Mm-hmm.
sorting.
Yeah, sorting is also done.
Yeah,
Yeah, today we'll discuss about redirection. Okay.
okay.
And then after completion redirection, we'll see what things we can cover. Okay. Meanwhile, let me start the mission. Start. And then there is an image. I just want to explain that image. See, uh, this is the image. Command can take. This is the redirection image here. Standard input is associated with 0 here, and then standard input is associated with 0, standard output is associated with 1, standard error is associated with 2. Try to remember this name numbers here. And then command line arguments, like this is the data stream, right? The data is flowing horizontally here. Okay. And then coming to the thing is like command can take input, perform required operation, and produces some output. That is what the stream is like. Command can take input from the keyboard, that is like keyboard, and then it is going to perform the operation. Either like for example, if the result is if the command execution is successful, it is going to give the output. If the command execution is failed, then it is going to throw the output error in the format of error. That is data stream flow, we can say. Command can take input either from standard input or from command line arguments. That is what it can take input from command line argument, even from input also it can take. Command will produce result, that is what like standard error and then standard output. Those two are the results. Command line arguments, these command line arguments are static and these are not streams. Okay, this is not a data stream. You cannot redirect command line arguments. Command line arguments in the sense like you will be using the command line arguments for cat. Consider any command. Just give me 1 minute. Let me log in. You'll be using the command line arguments, right? For example, for ls hyphen l or else ls hyphen l I, all those things are called command line arguments. Whatever the options you use after the command, those things are called arguments. Okay, let me open the terminal I have opened. Let me maximize this one. See, let me explain first theoretically, then I will show it practically. And then, yeah, I have explained previously that these data streams are associated with number. 0 stands for standard input, 1 stands for standard output, all those things. Standard input, okay, I'm saying standard input. From where the standard input is going to take means it is going to take with the keyboard. Okay, basically it is associated with the keyboard, standard input, and then standard output and standard error is associated with the terminal. Okay, but the standard output and standard it is associated with the terminal, but we can redirect this standard output and standard error. Okay, so, okay, I'll just show you. There is a simple command to explain this demonstration. See, when I click cat and then enter, it is asking me the input here. You are able to see the cursor blinking, right? If I give input, for example, I will say this is a simple example for data, what I can say, redirection. I will say redirection. Now I'll see. Now if I click enter, when I click enter, it is giving me the same output. Okay, you are able to see, right? When I just click enter, it has given me the same output. This is simple data for execution, something like that. Why means, see, when I just, let me again come back, again I'll say, see, cat, if I enter cat, this is standard input. When I click enter, this is standard input. Now, if I give some data, this is something, this is Linux something, okay. And if I click enter, again, it is going to give the output. This is standard output. It is, I told you, right, the standard output and standard error is associated with the terminal. That is why it is displaying, but you can redirect that one as well. I'll just show you that thing. Let me close this one. Let me clear the screen, and then cat, if I give cat, and then what is the redirection number associated is 1. I'll just give 1, and then I will give the greater than symbol. This is the redirection symbol, okay, this one. And then where I want to redirect, I want to redirect it to output dot txt, I will say, okay. Then just click enter. Now just give, see, now I am entering the input from the command line argument, I mean like the from the keyboard. This is example file. I will just say, and to come out of this one, control C or control K, you can see now the output is not displayed on the terminal. When I click, I mean like when I, after entering this data, previously when I enter the data using this thing cat, and then this is example. For example, I am saying again, I'm trying to explain you example file. Now if I click enter, that we are getting the output here on the same terminal. We did do redirection, whereas in the previous one, this one, we have redirected this data to this output.txt file. Now if I go for output.txt file, you will be able to see this one, okay. This is the redirection symbol, we can say, okay. This is for our standard output. Suppose now if I use -k, there is consider -k and then click enter, we are getting this standard error message, right? Now I want to redirect to this error message to error file, error. Now I want to redirect that one. And now how you can do that? Cat and then give space to, and then greater than, and then error, you want to error dot txt. Now you want to give there. Now but you need to give that error, right? Cat hyphen k option. Now just click enter. See, now error message is not displayed on the script, I mean the terminal. Error, if you go and see the error file, I mean the text file, it has been redirected. That is how you will be redirecting. For redirecting the errors, whatever the errors, for example, like what I can say, you will be getting all the errors, all those things. If you want to redirect it to certain log files, there you can redirect all the errors into certain log files, and then you can search what kind of errors you got, all those things. And this is standard output redirection, okay. Now let me clear the screen. See, for example, date command I have given here. In the date command, I want to redirect only what I want to redirect. Only Tuesday, I want to redirect it to certain files. How you will do that? Consider I want to redirect the today's date to some today.txt file. I want to redirect. How you will do that? Tell me, guys, how you will do that?
Date 1.
Yes, perfect. This is the correct answer. Just you will give date, sorry, date, and then you want to redirect it to today.txt file. Today.txt file you want to give. Now date is not displayed here. Now if you give cat today.txt, then you are able to see this one. Okay. That is how redirection is going to help with any of the commands. But when you use any option, like for example, there is ls command right here, ls, and then if you use l, then this redirection, if you use argument, this is not a data stream. That is why you cannot redirect. Okay, keep that thing in mind. And then just give me 1 minute. just go to the materials here. If you are not providing any argument, then yeah, that is what. See, for cat command, if you are not providing any inputs, okay, then the input will be taken from the standard input device, that is keyboard, and display the output to the standard output terminal. That is what, if you don't use any arguments, anything, any arguments, if you're not using this cat command is going to take input from the standard input. I have showed it previously. Okay, input from command line arguments and error message to error file. I have showed it. You can redirect the error messages to error.txt file. I have showed it. Yeah, redirection or just like greater than. Okay, now there is a file, right? There is one file. I'll just show this file is there, right? Cat output.txt. Okay, this is simple example, it is present. Now I want to read a I mean like I want to add some data. How you can do that? If you give cat one, even this one is also like optional. Okay, if you don't give this one, it is even you can execute this one. I'll show you this one. See, now I'm trying to redirect again additional data cat output .txt, and then if I click enter, now if I give this is second line something, and then I will just control C. Now if you see this one, what data will be present here? Hmm? What data will be present here? Guys, what data will be present here?
This is example file.
This is example file. No, this data will be overwritten, right? If you use this one, I'll show. See, nothing is present here. I have used it wrong. I mean, like I have used it space. That is why dot output dot txt. If I give and then click enter, this is example file. Let me save this one. Now if you see cat, the data will be present. This is example file. Okay, don't go with the spellings. Okay, forget about spellings. Now I want to, I mean like I want to again, I'm trying to add additional data like out to that file. Okay, now what I'm saying, this is second line. I'm saying I have exit. Now what data will be present? Is this is example file data will be present, or this is second line? Which data will be present?
Line.
This is second line is present. It has overwritten the existing information whatever available in that file. If you want to append, and if you want to redirect, then you will use double greater than symbol, double greater than, and then if you give output.txt file, and then if you enter, third this is third line, this is third line, and then just come out of this one, just click enter. Now if you say cat and then output.txt, see, the data has been appended. If you want to append, you will use double greater than. If you want to overwrite, you can use this greater than symbol with the redirection. Okay, and then this is another thing. And then yeah, redirection, I mean like error redirection, I have showed it. Now see, now there is a requirement. See, now I'm entering the data from the keyboard. Whatever the data I'm entering, like for example, when I'm trying to redirect it, I'm trying to for output.txt. Now I'm doing this one. Now I'm entering the standard input from the terminal like this. This is, you are able to see this, right? I don't want to do that one. Okay, I don't want to do that one. I want like there should be a file, and then from that file to it should take input. How you can do that? That is our requirement now. Okay, let me create a file nano a.txt. Just click enter. Already this file is present. Okay, consider all these names are present. Okay, let me save it, let me exit. Now my requirement is, now I want to uh, I mean like take the input from a.txt and then redirect it to output.txt. If you get any error, you need to redirect it to error.txt file. How you can do that? Just simple thing. See, for redirect, I mean like for standard input redirection, just use this less than symbol, and even you can use zero before that. Zero, this is the redirection, input redirection, and then a.txt. You want to read the data, I mean like the information from this a.txt, you need to redirect to where you need to redirect. uh, for example, you need to redirect it to names.txt file. Okay, and then if you get any error, you need to redirect it to error1.txt file. Already error page is file, error file is present, that is why I have given it. Even if you want to like append, you can just give here double greater than symbol like this. Even you can give like this, double greater than symbol. Okay, now if I click enter, see nothing. Now nothing happened, I mean like in the terminal, nothing in, I didn't give any input from the terminal. Now if you give, if you check cat that names, see names.txt, right? The names dot, see all the whatever the data present in this a.txt, it has been redirected to this one. That is how you can do. Even you can redirect the information what is present in this txt files as well, instead of doing it from the terminal. Okay, there is another beautiful example I want to show. One, see, I have opened the other terminal here. See what I will say. Which terminal, there is a command to check tty. See, this is the tty, right? Now I will for example, I will send a message. Consider like instant messaging, something like that. I will do it. See, what I will do is, mm, what I will say, cat, and then I want to redirect this message to where I want to redirect. I want to redirect it to, I'll just take this one. Sorry, just use space here. Dev, sorry, dev, and then pts, and then one I will say what message I want to enter. For example, uh, hey, today is Tuesday. Have a any message like, for example, today is Tuesday. Have a great day. Or else today, hey, or else say let's go for coffee break. I'll say like this. Now come out of this one like this. Now see here, when I just, I mean like when I exit this one, you are able to see here, right? Hey, let's go for coffee break. You're able to see this one. I didn't do anything, but the instant messaging kind of thing has happened here. See, again I want to do something. I want to do something here. Again, I will say, I want to say, hey, let's go out for breakfast, something like that. Okay. Now just now let me minimize this one, this terminal. See, now here nothing is present here. If you see here in this the second terminal, nothing is present. Now just click enter. Sorry, not here. Here you need to click. Just come out of this one. See, when I just click enter, the message has been populated here. What you can do is, for example, there are like 100 200 I mean like people working in the same linux machines. If you know their terminal, you can just message them like this, hey stupid, something. You can play with this. They will not be able to see who has messaged you, all those things. You can use it this way as well for redirection thing. Okay, this is another example. Let me maximize this one. Okay, this is another example, and then let me see. Okay, there is one question: in how many ways a command can commands get input? How many ways can we get the input? There are two ways: either from the standard input or the command line arguments. Okay, that is and which of the following contain data stream? Standard input, standard output, standard error, command line arguments. Data stream means like input, standard output, standard error. Command line argument is not a data stream. Data stream is nothing but data stream is like this. From standard in we are giving the commands from the standard input, that is keyboard, and command is executed and the result, whether it is successful result or failure result. This is data stream like this. Stream is nothing but flow. Okay, flow like this, it is flowing horizontally. Okay, by default standard input is connected to keyboard. Okay, by default standard output is connected to terminal. That is why whenever you are not performing anything, you are getting the error in the terminal, and then standard error is also connected to the terminal. What number represents standard input stream? 0. Standard output stream? 1. Standard error stream? 2. How we can redirect standard output of the ls command to the file called output.txt? How you can do that? You want to redirect ls command to standard output.txt. Just simple ls and then like this, and then output.txt you can give it. That is simple thing. How we can redirect the standard output of the ls command to standard, but at the same time redirect standard error? How you can do that? Just simple output.txt, and then come out of this one, just give 2 here, and then like this, and then error.txt you need to give like that. Explain the difference between these things. Explain the difference between this one and this one and this one and this one. Just give me 1 minute. This one. What is the difference between all these things? 2 and then double greater than. See, less than, I mean like less than symbol. I'll just highlight it. Less than symbol is for standard input redirection. Single greater than symbol is for standard redirecting standard output. Okay, if you want to append the information whatever present in the output.txt file redirection, then you will use double greater than. This is standard error redirection. And if you want to append if you want to append standard error, then you will be using this one, double greater than. Okay, that is, I can say this is the redirection concept. Okay, do you have any doubts, any questions for me in redirection concept?
I've seen somewhere else 0 less than
Less than
0 before
yeah,
that 0.
that is what this is associated with the 0 basically the syntax will be present like this, or else even you can use simple like this, anything you can use. But where even see like this you can use it, sorry, like this you can use it, even like this also you can use it. 1 is optional, 0 is optional, but 2 is mandatory, it is compulsory. When you want to redirect the standard error, you should use 2 greater than. Even this is optional, 1 is optional here, even 0 is optional, but 2 is compulsory, mandatory. Any questions again?
Good.
Okay, there is a simple, I mean like a simple concept is there, how we can use multiple commands in a single line. How you can do that? We see, for example, I am just using one command here. Right now I'm using cat. If you want to use again another command, like for example you want to use ls command, you want to use touch command, you want to use double triple four, so many commands at a time. How you can do that is simple. The syntax is like this. It is going to cmd, and then you need to give colon, like sorry, semicolon, like this. Again cmd, again second command. This is first command is done, second command. Okay, now you are going to go for third command. semicolon. With semicolon, you can use multiple comments. That is one way. In place of this semicolon, you can use this, what is the symbol called, and symbol. Okay, and symbol you can use like this. You can use instead of semicolon, you can use and symbol. These are the two ways we can use if you want to if you want to run multiple commands in a single line. I'll just show you there is one example to demonstrate this this concept. Create a directory, create files a.txt, b.txt in the directory, write current date and time to a.txt, write current month calendar to b.txt. This is my requirement. How you can do that in a single command, single line, using multiple commands. First, I want to create a directory mkdir dir1. Okay, perfect. In that directory, I want to create files, right? a.txt, b.txt, c.txt. How you can do that? Just use space touch. Using touch command, we can create touch space dir and then like sorry, dir1. I have given the directory name. Okay, then I want to create files like this. Just give like the symbol a comma b comma c, and then come out of this thing txt. Now a.txt, b.txt, c.txt files will be created. This is second command is done. Now what is our write current system date and time to a.txt? How you can do that? Just date. I want to read. I mean, like I want to write date. Where you want to write to dir1 inside the a.txt file I want to write. I will say like this. Then the date will be redirected to a.txt. I mean, like the date, whatever the date output, it standard output of this date command, it is going to uh, be available in this a.txt. That is what we are redirecting. And then we want to read what we want to do, write current month calendar to b.txt. How you can do that? Cal redirect this one to dir1, and then inside dir1 b.txt you want to redirect. Okay, that is how. Just click enter. Okay, did we give any spelling mistake? Cannot create a file already exists. Okay, file is already present. Now what I will do, I will create directory 2. I'll just replace here 2, everything with 2. Now if you see ls 7l dir2 is present. Let me go to dir2. Okay. Now give ls a.txt is present. Now I want to see what data is present. See date command is present. Now cat b.txt, if you give, see calendar is present. That is how you will be using the multiple comments. Even the same thing you can do it. I mean, like the same thing. This one is there, right? This one you can do it with ampersand, that is and symbol, right? This, if you give 3 here, and then instead of this semicolon, you can give this ampersand symbol. Okay, and symbol. Bear with me for a few minutes. Okay, same thing will happen. Now if you inside the 3 I have created. Okay, else if you give, see dir3 is present. Now if you go to dir3, you'll be able to see ls if you give, and then cat a.txt if you give, you'll be able to see the all those things. That is how you will be creating it. Okay, any doubts in this these things? Multiple command, nothing will be there. If you're having anything, you can ask me. Okay. Meanwhile, let me delete this too. Tell me, guys, if do you have any doubts in today's, I mean, like today's concept? One is redirection, another one is multiple commands, how you can run multiple commands in single line. These two are today's topic, and will if you don't have any questions, I think we are good to close the class. Tomorrow I will discuss about piping and then T command. That is very important. Okay, piping, and then what is a T command? How you can? What is the difference between piping and T command? I will explain.
Thank you.
And then tomorrow I will explain this one also, regular expressions and wild characters. Tomorrow's like it will be very interesting. Tomorrow class will be very interesting, and one more thing, like it will be very interactive. No, the thing is like I'll be asking questions. You need to interact. Tomorrow class will be good. If you are not having any questions, so we can close the class. Okay.
Thank you, Kiran.
Thank you very much. Bye. Have a great day.